Welcome to the Life Leader Podcast. I'm your host, Patricia Celeste, and I'm here for you, a heart-led entrepreneur, a life leader that wants to create a better world through your gifts and enjoy your life while you are doing it. Lovely to have you here. Hello and welcome to this episode of the Life Leader Podcast. And in this episode, it's going to be quite short, and I want to talk about something that can feel very unsexy, but that is a reality when you are an entrepreneur and also living in this Western world in general. And that is that you will encounter some kind of tech issues now and then. And a lot of things can come up. And we can hold on to a lot of I'm not techie enough beliefs. But the thing is, tech issues will come. I promise you. And if you are an entrepreneur, especially in the beginning, you probably need to deal with a lot of these things until you can hire someone that can take care of it. But honestly, it will come up in some way. At some level, you have to deal with it anyhow, even if it's maybe less further down the road. Who knows? Or not. Maybe it even becomes more, So we can become quite emotional about tech issues when they come, right? This feeling of, frustration, anger, annoyment, and just want to hide, procrastinate. Yeah, all this feeling. I have been there. I have been there, done that, and I would love to say I will never do that again. But it is something that actually comes now and then. And the question that I would like to ask is, how would you like to feel when tech use comes knocking on your door? Because, these issues will come. So if you want to feel less about, have less charge, be less frustrated, be less annoyed, then I have some tips that I think actually could help you. Okay? So, are you ready? Would you like to feel less frustration, annoyance, or whatever? That's the first thing that you really want to feel, that less of that, because sometimes some part of us want to hold on to that feelings. So first of all, you have to, really ask yourself if you are willing to feel something else. And trust that there is always a way. There is always a solution. You might not see it right now, and it might not be the solution that you think, but be open for, instead of focusing on your lower feelings about the whole situation, that you trust that there is a way, there is a solution, okay? The other thing is, avoid trying to solve tech issues when you are tired or emotionally in a bad state. I have done this so many times that I try to solve things late in the evening, and it just feels not good, and of course it doesn't get solved. And then the next day, when I have had a good sleep, it's like some things have even resolved themselves. So, have a good sleep, or, just do something that makes you feel better before you try to continue to solve this issue. Okay. The third thing is to break it down in steps. Sometimes we don't even want to look at an issue because it feels totally overwhelming. Can you recognize that? I can totally relate to this. So what I do is I break it down in steps and pieces that it doesn't feel so big. For example, you can commit to try to solve a certain amount today, and then you take next tomorrow. So you're like, okay, now I take 15 minutes or half an hour and just focus on this. And when that half an hour is gone, then I just leave it to tomorrow. But don't procrastinate, because that's what we often do. Commit to get it solved, but just break it down in steps. All right? And when we do this, wow, things often doesn't feel so big then. It doesn't. So, yeah, the fourth thing that I really recommend is research and reach out to experts. So there's a lot of people that can probably help you, or for sure that can help you. So I often start with to Google the issue if that's possible. There's so much on Google, and amazingly people have put their time and energy to help to solve so many problems. I like to follow videos, like tutorial videos, so I often search on YouTube. And also there might be experts that you could reach out to personally. So have a thought, research, and just to know, like nearly all paid software have some customer support that you can contact, like via chat, phone, or email, or whatever. And some of them are really, really amazing. So yeah, you're not alone in this. The fifth thing is that, work with your emotions that comes up. Because when you feel these lower frequency emotions, things are harder to solve. And you may also experience that you don't meet helpful people when you are in that state. So your job is to heighten your frequency and actually, zoom out and see how minor this thing might be in a year or maybe a month, or how small it actually is compared to other challenges people are facing. Okay? So work with your emotions and have a reality check, and just go and do something else in between if you need to, so you get out of that stuckness, that feeling that you have. Another thing is really to work on your limited beliefs. So that's the 6-step tips I would give you. Like, if you have a belief like, I'm not tech savvy, or this always happened to me, or why don't I have X, Y, and Z, like why don't I have the skills or people that surrounds me that can help me with this, or whatever, the money to get support. If you go with these beliefs, you only reinforce these beliefs, and you will attract more reasons to believe that this is your reality. It will actually come to you, more reasons for you to believe that this is true. You will get more and more evidence. So you have to work with your limited beliefs around this. And look at the opposite. Look at what you have and turn them around. There's so many beautiful ways to do this. And, I help a lot of my clients with this. This is like one core things that I do working with limited beliefs we have, because it's the cornerstones if we want to be successful in so many ways. Okay, and the 7th tips I would like to bring to you that I talk a lot about is bring in gratitude, because this is like really the antidote to lower feelings, and it actually gives you perspective. So the reason that you have a tech issue tells you actually that you have the finance to have it. Yeah, most probably. All right? So bring in gratitude that you have a phone, a computer, or whatever that gives you so much. Yes, so this is my tips for you, and this is tips for myself as well, because I recently, or right now, I have a major tech issue. It's like my email that doesn't really work. So people that write to me, I don't get the mails, but it will be sorted out. I'm on my way. I'm taking it step by step, contacting customer support. They got some tech issues around it, and it's easy to fall into like, oh my God, why is this happened to me? Or of course they also would have this, or they can't help me. Why can't they help? All these so negative thoughts, beliefs, feelings, and that's not helpful. So I know that this will be resolved. It's just about me taking self-responsibility, taking it step by step, not making it like a drama bigger than it is. Just do it. So I do a little every day. Right now I have to wait for a 24 hours response, and I don't have to have a big emotional thing about that. It is what it is. So it's so important that we fall in acceptance. So these tech issues, seriously, the tech issues that are in your life is a reflection of how you meet life. So you can actually use this as your guru in a way that train you to how to find acceptance, be patient, self-love to yourself and love to others around you, bringing gratitude, and really put yourself in the resonance to be receptive for the solution to come to you. Yeah. So it's all there for a reason. It comes to you for a reason. Life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. Even tech issues. So that's my little rant to you. I hope it was helpful, and it was also helpful for myself to say this to myself once again, because I know it can feel a little bit frustrated, and it's okay that we have feelings. I don't say that we shouldn't have it, but it's more about, do we want to hold on to it? Do we want it to affect our life? Do we want it to affect what we are doing right now, or our day, our mood? We can maybe let ourselves feel this a little bit and then move on, move the energy, move the emotions to a higher state, a higher awareness. Yes. Okay, so my lovely one, this is my beautiful support to you for today, and I hope that could help you in whatever you are in right now, or whatever you will encounter in the future. You can maybe just hear my voice in your ear, and it might actually help you. So take care, and don't forget that your beautiful gift is so important in the world, and you are unique, and you have a special light that you radiant. Don't forget that. Okay, take care. Bye.